Alrighty then. So, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Tabletop Temple, where we paint, we play, and we pray to the dice gods. I'm actually very excited about unboxing this one. I've heard about it before. I've heard of Stonesaga quite a few times actually, but I feel truly blessed for Max and Brennan for sending me a copy to show off on my channel. Let me straighten it out before people's OCD starts getting the better of them. Well, you know what? No. See? Say, look. How's that look? How's that look? It's is it that or like that? That or like that? And I wanted to go live to, all in all, like I said, I wanted to go live to unbox this thing because this thing is massive. It is called Stonesaga, designed by Max Brook and Luke Eddy. It's for 1 to 4 players and ages 14 and up, and it's takes about, from my understanding, about 60 to maybe an hour and a half per session, depending. But it's supposed to be this game of discovery. It's very narrative heavy. The game I would say to maybe kind of compare it to is probably that of Tainted Grail. But I've always heard really good things about this. So, without further ado, let's get her cracked open and let's... The moment it lets me. The moment it lets me. Okay, got it. Alright, got it. Let's unbox this sucker and let's see what's inside. Ugh. Dang, they really got the plastic on there. All right. And I can tell it's a big game because just the box itself, it's nothing's punched out or anything, but just the box itself has lid lift to it. So that's pretty crazy. Oh, I'm just noticing that. But not a big deal. That happens to board games all the time. That I could live with. Oh, it's coming. Okay. Oh. Oh, man. God, this is going to be fun to go through. Oh, so first game set up. Follow the steps below to organize card box A. Oh, man. I don't know if I should go through all that off camera or what, but man, that's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to take this out in order, and then I'm going to put it back best I can in order. So this looks like the rule book that's inside of it, if I had to guess. So, ooh. What are these? The Oryx AC1, BH3. Dude, this looks cool. Yeah, I'm truly guessing that this is the rule book, so we'll come back to that in a little... Wait, you know what? Oh, let's do this. Let's flip it upside down. This, if I'm assuming, is that codex. Yep. Here's the codex. I will not be necessarily going through that, because this is what you're going to be using to do all the outcomes and the skill tests, etc. I read up on the rules of this before I got this, and this actually came in today. So I kind of know what to expect going in. So what's these? If I'm not mistaken, these little caves these little cave wall pictures. This is what you use to kind of keep track of certain things. They kind of like marking your journey along the way. Ooh. Tokens to punch. Oh, that is a lot of tokens to punch. That's going to be fun. Oh, let's put this down. This is the token trays. Very nice quality. I like that. I don't think enough board games utilize these style of trays. I think the heaviest contender that uses this kind of tray is Dice Throne, but it's very nice when you see this in board games. I like it. Blah, blah, blah. I'm so afraid to like come across something that spoiler. Don't read on. Oh, we got to the other stuff. I guess this is a divider? I have no idea. Anyway, we'll put that. Okay, so this is some of the stuff I wanted to really get to, the meat and potatoes of the game. So this is the player boards. I think they're called mantles, which is really cool because each one is kind of designed the same. You have a little inventory pouch right here. You have a little thing for skills. Well, a skill token. You got some slots for cards up here, but what I thought was pretty cool was you fill out a card for your base stats and they slide in right here and they'll show the number along right here. I thought that was really cool. So all the different design mantles, which I'm going to be making how to paint videos of them. I really want to do that, which I'm going to show the miniatures in a second, but I just wanted to show off their artwork. That is some... Whoever drew... Who made the artwork? Luke Eddie, that's the design by... 2014. Doesn't say who did the artwork. That's just designed by Max Brook and Luke Eddy. I'll look into who did the artwork later. But yeah, that's one mantle board. I'll call him that's the blue player. This is the gray player, or yellow player, I guess you could say. That's the green player. And that's the yellow player. Well, I don't know. Regardless, very pretty artwork. I enjoy custom artwork. It's really nice. So let's go ahead and open up the minis. Let's see what these provide. You can go over there. Oh, let me bring it in. Nope, it will not allow me to focus. Unless it will. Hold on. Focus. Come on, focus. Doesn't want to focus. Is it on autofocus? Should be. Nope, it is not on autofocus. Now I could do this. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. So that's one of the miniatures. I don't know which one I'm going to start with painting. Probably this one. This one looks really cool. He's a big dude like me. I like it. Let's put him back gently. I'm so glad that the miniatures made a safe trip. Let's open up this one. This one's really cool. I like the... I really like the skull that's up top right there. I think that looks really cool. So, put you back. This one just like it looks like it belongs to a cool tribe of some sorts, which that's kind of the thematic of this game. It's very heavily influenced by like old tribes and non-society style of living. So very old, very old, like thousands of years ago, before when humans were just like walking the earth and discovering things. And hence the thematic, this game is a game of discovery. So really cool. This, I'm going to assume, is going to be an area for the map tiles. That's if I had to throw my guess. Looks like we got some color pencils. That's a first. I've never seen that in a board game before. Some cool color pencils. I like that. That's the dice. 6 dice. I remember reading that. Instead of numbers, you get pips. I remember distinctly when reading when you set up your character, you're supposed to roll 5 dice and keep rolling until you get a number that's higher than 14. So that way you could base your stats around that particular number. Alright. Yeah. We have tissue paper. We have tissue paper. Oh, okay. I will show these guys off in a second. What is this? These look like the card trays, if I had to guess. And a very nice leather bag. Well, it's a felt bag. My bad, it's not leather. But it feels very good. I don't remember what you're using this for. I know what you're using this for. This is for when you're mining. You use these for mining tokens. So, really cool. Now, the more I think about it, I don't think I'm gonna go over how to set up those card trays. At least not necessarily yet. And I say that because the more I think about it, I want to avoid spoilers for this game as much as possible. So I don't think that's something I'm going to do just yet. I wouldn't mind, however, going do a playthrough of this. What is this? Well, you know what? Show off the miniature after, Brian. I know these are the trays that have the map tiles will go over. And I know that there's a journal that you're supposed to keep track of that lets you keep track of the map of everything that you've unlocked. So let's put this right there. I don't know if there's secrets under this box. I'm a little afraid to test that theory. But a lot of these kind of games usually have secrets under their inserts. So, because I remember Gloomhaven being one of them. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trays. That should be enough. I don't know. So, I will do the miniatures last. Okay, well, here's card box A. That is a lot of cards. Well, you know what? Hold on. Let's check out this artwork right here. God, that is really pretty. I like this. Kind of gives me like Assassin's Creed Valhalla vibes in a way. But this is card tray A. I wonder how you could tell it's card tray A. Oh, don't know how this is going to be set up. I wonder if this is going to come with dividers. That'd be nice if it does. Let's see. Return to get. Is these as dividers? Yep. Look, I found a pack of dividers. That's good. Yeah, these are the cards I was talking about. So this is where you're gonna fill out your character name. You roll the dice. You set the numbers to the stats. You fill out if you're young. I think you start out as old. But I mean young, but then you're gonna, as the game progresses, you're gonna be getting old and then eventually dying. What is this? Yeah, those are the gold cards, at least if I'm not mistaken. I really want to avoid as many spoilers as possible for this game because I don't want to do that to somebody who has the game and doesn't want it to be spoiled for them. So these are the goal cards. This is what you're going to be using per your sessions. So let me hold up. Okay, making sure I didn't want to show that on camera. So yeah, that's the goal cards. So now let's check out. Hang on a second. I just need to make sure. Okay. I don't need to pick up the insert any further because there's nothing underneath. There's no spoilers. I like that. So these are the behemoths. I'm not quite sure how to help you with that. Well, gee, thanks, Alexa. I'm not really sure when these are going to come into play, but my god, these are gorgeous. Like, kudos to the sculptor who made these. Like, these are very, very pretty to look at. Did I have this? Did I have this in? Yep, there we go. I was wondering, like, did you have it in the right way? Ooh, I like this one. So the behemoths must be really, really huge, because if you look at this miniature, this thing is toppling over like treetops and mountainsides. That looks really, really cool. Like, again, like, kudos to the sculptor who made these. Now, what's this one? Aw. It's like a bison. At least it looks like a bison. He looks cute. I like him. Looks really, really cute. That looks cool. I like this. Put him back like there. And what is this one? Okay, no. Okay, I am deathly terrified and afraid to ask if this thing comes off. Because I'm pretty certain it does. But you know what? I'm not gonna attempt it right now. I'm gonna ask before I do that. So, but yeah, in a nutshell, that's all that comes in the game. I would love, and I mean absolutely love, to go over all of the individual cards themselves. But considering that this is a game of discovery, I don't want to spoil this for anybody. I really don't. So what I'm going to do instead is I want you guys to be on the lookout for when I go live playing this. I'm going to try to get together that very, very soon. So that's going to be very fun. At least I think. But I need to get the gist of playing it first. Because from my understanding, yes, I read the rule book for the most part. I didn't read all of it yet. But this could be very much a game to be played at and learn as you go. I've heard that it does that very, very well. So, but production quality, this is chef's kiss. I'll give it top notch for that. Everything has a nice place. You don't have to worry about if things are going to fit in the box, because they'll just go right back, especially if you are having to store together card box A and card box B. So that's really, really nice. But again, like I said, I want to avoid as many spoilers as possible. So I apologize for not going through the entire thing. But be on the lookout for my live playthrough, and be on the lookout for my paint videos on the behemoths and the miniature characters as well. So, but I just wanted to come on here, do a quick live video unboxing, because I got very excited when this came in today. So, yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. So, if you're new here, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And I want to give a huge shout out for Open Owl Studios for sending me a copy to show off to you guys, because I will be doing that. But that's it for today's video. And I am your friendly neighborhood guru, and I will see all of you on the next Tabletop Temple. Goodbye, my friends.